We would all like to know, how do you make the perfect bolla? The combination of the syrupy outside with the lush warm inside. There are many different ways of making a bolla. Some people do it with raisins, some with or without coconut. The important thing is, how do we get the shape so round? How much syrup do we use? We wouldn't want our kids' lips sticking together because it's too sticky, or the inside of the bolla falling out. Of course, how much oil do we use? How hot should the oil be? Join us as we demystify all your questions relating to the perfect bolla. To make the perfect bolla, you'll need the following ingredients: 500 grams or 4 cups of self-raising flour, 150 grams or 3/4 cup of sugar, 2 eggs, 500 ml or 2 cups of buttermilk, 3/4 cups of oil, 5 ml or 1 teaspoon of fine cardamom, 5 ml or 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence. With these quantities, you'll be able to make approximately 40 bollas. Now for the method. Whisk together the sugar, eggs, vanilla essence and oil. This is known as your wet mixture. Sift together flour and cardamom and add this to the wet mixture. Lastly, add in the buttermilk. Whisk all the ingredients together until it's well combined. You can use a hand mixer, food processor or conventional whisk. If you prefer, you may also add a handful of raisins after the batter is well mixed. This is entirely optional. After a few whisks, you'll have the perfect bolla batter ready to be deep fried. For frying the bolla, you'll need approximately 3 cups of oil. You may choose to use more or less. This will depend on the size of your pot that you're using. Preheat the oil at a moderate heat. Remember, the oil must not be too hot, or else the bolla will be brown on the outside and raw inside. Dip a spoon into hot water before scooping batter balls and dropping it into the hot oil. This makes a perfectly round bolla. When dropping in the spoonfuls of batter, remove the pot from the stove. In this way, the oil cools slightly and is not continuing to heat up. This gives the bollas time to gently cook through and not get immediate heat that causes it to be brown on the outside but raw on the inside. As you see, the bollas will flip over by themselves when they are nicely browned on the one side. However, some may not flip, so you'll have to turn them over. Remember, bolla batter cannot be made hours ahead of time. The raising agent in the self-raising flour will cause it to draw oil, and nobody likes an oil-drenched bolla. You should aim for a lovely spongy soft cake texture on the inside and a golden crispy crust on the outside. For the sugar syrup, use 1 cup of sugar and 1½ cups of water. These are approximate measurements. Heat this on a moderate temperature. You may also add cardamoms and stick cinnamon for extra flavor. When fine bubbles start forming and the sugar syrup sticks to the back of a spoon, the bollas are ready to be sugared. Gently dip the bollas in the syrup until well coated. Finally, sprinkle the bollas with coconut. This just adds to the mouth-watering ball of yumminess. Oh my goodness, talk about the wow factor. Just look at that perfectly round, delicious golden brown bolla. Enough to make any family ask for more. And now that you know how to do the recipe, the rest should be a breeze. Yummy.